All right, welcome back. We have the high revving, high compression 2.5 liter M54 here. This is basically the same design on the back as many of BMW's famous motors, such as like the S54, S52, S50, M50, M52. Basically what we're gonna do is convert the M55 based DCT or S55 based DCT, that bell housing, which is very similar to this. Basically the only thing difference is the spacing of these two holes a tiny amount to bolt right together. So there's gonna be no adapter plate. We're gonna use a starter adapter here from which we sell from Adamat. And we're gonna use this awesome clutch that not clutch, that's inside the transmission. This awesome flywheel from Clutch Masters, which has a really high-end sprung hub, but it bolts all together like factory. So let's go through it and show you guys how it's done. So first we're gonna start with the flywheel. So this is like a billet aluminum flywheel, and it has like a sprung hub that bolts to it. So you're gonna take the sprung hub off first, and then bolt that to the crank. So as you can see here, it's a nice lightweight aluminum unit with a steel ring gear. This hopefully can make the shifts go a little bit faster. One little hole is a little bit bigger because it has this guy to deal with.
Only one way to put it on. Can't fuck this up, Mike.
Get down there.
Really make me work for it. I think this is damaged.
Yep, get the Dremel.
So I'm gonna replace that, cut back and put in the flywheel. All right, guys.
Take two.
Put a new towel in. Let's put this thing on. Mitch, can I give me some Loctite? What color, baby? Blue
He's
or
just
red?
like choloing in the background. Mitch, it's on the light table right there.
Oh, I was gonna just steal Kyle's in that.
All right, take 2.5. We're gonna put some Loctite on these bolts and torque them to 80 foot-pounds. I'm gonna probably step them though, so we don't go immediately to 80. Let the flywheel kind of evenly attach itself. So I'll go ahead and Loctite all these, get these all in, and then we'll tighten up the flywheel evenly. You know, one step closer. Nothing too fancy though, yet. More to come. Welcome back. So a minute ago, we just had a really nice clean work area, and right now, it's all dirty, and I'll explain why. So I went to put the flywheel on, and I realized this oil pan interfered. So what happened was, you see the two little marks right here, where these bolts go into the rear main from the oil pan, the edges of these touched off on this flywheel. Now this is an N54 flywheel that has the same bolt pattern as an M54. I'm making this universal by using a starter adapter, and on the 8 HP applications, all you need is a starter adapter because the flex plate doesn't hit that ledge. But I noticed on this flywheel, now I'm going to talk to Clutch Masters to try to get them to change this design a little bit so it can be more universal. But worst case is you just have to grind off the ledges that were on the oil pan. And I just did this in like 5 minutes with the angle grinder, and then I added shorter bolts. So now what this does is we don't have to worry about these touching off on the flywheel anymore, and I can install it like normal. This is one little quirk to putting, another little quirk to putting a DCT on an older engine. Now I can finally go ahead, now that this is sorted out, and putting the flywheel back on. So the flywheel is going to be 80 foot-pounds with the supplied bolts from Clutch Masters. We'll get going. A little bit of Loctite as well. Nothing like a little Loctite and metal on your bolts. All right, guys, so in the Clutch Masters instructions, it says to measure, double check, not even measure, it says check your flywheel bolts by torquing down the plate really lightly and see if it interferes. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking that far, so I just tightened it down a little bit. I didn't go that tight, but I noticed the bolts were hitting whatever is in there. So I am going ahead and shortening the bolts up just a hair.
You can easily order shorter bolts, but they don't have same day delivery, so we're here making it work.
I think you need M12 by 1.5 by 20 mil. I think these are like 22, 24 or something like that. Anyway.
Fire that bitch up.
I forgot to tighten it down. Whoopsie.
Sick machine work. Hey, with that kind of
it's the pressure of being a star.
with that kind of experience, you ready to start building motors?
Dude, I'm ready to machine this engine. I'll take 32 thou off the top. 32 thou. 32 thou off the top. nice and tight. Oh, get your. Alright, take 3. So the bolts actually weren't too short. I was bottoming out on the hex bolts that come with the factory rear main seal. So I just ran out and got some button heads, which I remember I did a long time ago with the unsprung flywheel back in the day. That was like 5 years ago. I just test fit it, it works. So now we'll go ahead and put the flywheel on for good. I mean, I'm famous last words.
Could be take 4. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it is
Well,
take
so and also I cut a little bit off this corner of the rear main for more clearance to the flywheel, basically this edge, because this edge is the reason I took off this. I need to take a little off there. This side doesn't seem to be as bad. Plug and play.
We're getting there.
Plug and play, famous last words.
Oh yeah, look at that spin. Oh yeah. Clearance.
This is a TV show of selling things. Look at this. For
Look at
8
that.
payments of $7.99. You too can have a DCT flywheel.
Wow.
Sham.
Sham, wow.
This is some awesome weight reduction with these bolts. So I don't really need that much thread engagement, so like, what the fuck is this?
All right, we'll cut back to take 4. You camera ready now?
All right.
You got one more sneeze left in you?
Definitely debatable. It doesn't.
Anyway,
really
flywheel's on, torque to 80 foot-pounds, mark the spots, booming. Now I'm gonna take the sprung hub, line it up with the mark I made earlier, put 2 bolts in loose to hold it.
Hey, Sean, you don't know shit about chop. Oh, really? And you
Shut up, we're filming here.
We're not chopping.
Unbelievable.
All right, so I'm gonna do a little lockdown on these 2 and tighten them up. These are gonna be 55 foot-pounds, I believe. Insert, if not correct, I'm looking it up.
Deal.
I don't know where it is.
I don't even think we have red.
What?
No.
We got green and blue.
Yes, we have green and blue.
Green.
Green's the forever.
Yep.
It is? Oh yeah, it comes in a red bottle, but it's green.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Retaining
it's
compound.
retaining.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, use it in the
What the
control
hell
arms.
do you buy it for?
I bought it for like
His lug nuts, dude.
no, some internal engine thing.
Put it between your butt cheeks and just.
I thought he used super glue for that.
What did they say, 80
Oh, yeah,
foot, 60 foot-pounds?
Says 60.
You know,
All right, we asked AI, and it said 60.
Did you tell it the spec
Grade?
of the bolt?
Yeah.
The grade of the bolt?
Yeah.
40 and 60. Is this going also
How I do, baby?
probably gonna work? Definitely gonna be good.
All right.
Where you
Time to
going?
bang a tranny?
You guys have to bang a train.
Are we using the trans from the green car?
Yeah.
Oh no.
These holes are slightly closer together than on the M55 or S55. Being to be kind of like nudist. So the casting is like an oval. So to make this work, you essentially just Dremel out this side a little bit, and then you're done. It's a weird thing. So I gotta open those up right now because this was on an adapter plate before, so it didn't have.
Dude, get Sean's freaking meat stick. That fucking thing that chops aluminum.
Oh yeah, I need that thing.
What?
The
freaking
Milwaukee
dude.
chopper.
The power.
The hand Dremel, you know, the one with the huge bits that like
Oh, the
really.
one that Mike ruined cutting steel?
I didn't cut it still.
Yes, that one. It's about to hog this aluminum
Stream
out.
it. Where is it?
All right, hog this thing.
Oh, you're using a steel bit for aluminum press. Wow, it didn't even plug up. That's impressive.
I'm gonna just be Sean's butt crack the whole time.
Why? It had really
get
good views.
The ROI is good.
It goes in this little hole.
What little? Yeah, I know. Needs to go up. Wow, what the fuck's going on?
It's a shitty fucking thing, dude.
All right, pull out, Sean.
We're like in the fucking. All right, guys. Next up, we got the transmission attached. Took a little extra trimming, you know, always something. Now we're gonna mess with the starter. So the starter's gonna go like so. So.
Kendrick yells at me when I say so too much.
So.
It really helps me focus on not saying so.
So.
Filler words.
3200 Vortec would be way better.
So like,
So basically this one's gonna bolt from this side. But looks like the bolt included is the wrong length.
Never would have guessed.
Oh no, it's the correct length. I had the wrong bolt. So this one's gonna go in from this side.
BMW starters are one way and one's the other way.
Well, the thing is, now it's gonna be the same way, just offset, because this starter bolt hole is for my starter. So basically, we're gonna drill through the starter threads on this one, so we can thread into this adapter, and then it's threaded on the other side. So basically, this is just like a little spacer, because the M54 block, like what the transmission comes for, the S55 and all that stuff, they have like a flange, like the block is like over here, and it holds the starter. So when you take the transmission off those cars, like those engines, the starter like doesn't come with it. If you take a transmission off an M50 motor or an S50 motor, like a 52 or M54, for example, like this, you have to take the starter off first. All right, let's go find my starter. Woo!
All right, so what's the plan here?
I'm gonna do a little bit of this.
Why wouldn't you grab off the top?
Yeah, you should go way up there.
Oh, okay.
It's just gonna fucking roll right in there, dude. It's going over that lip.
So the problem though is that does not undo easy, does it?
Oh my god, it's all or nothing.
Yes. Which means I can do this though. Push the.
Wait, put the
It just has to go farther in.
No, I'm going to.
The car needs
Put
to
the
come
jacket
out.
in there and lift it up a little bit, then I can undo it.
Once we, we'll have to go up with the lift though, a
You
decent.
definitely need to anyways, because the rack is stuck.
The rack is still-
Okay.
Engines in the car. We have a DCT with an M54 and an E87 here.
I think they forgot that from.
Yeah, hatchback, it's sweet. What's pretty cool is last year I ran with fully solid motor mounts.
Because you're a race car driver.
It was awful. My whole brain was gonna dead. So
My whole brain was gonna dead.
yeah, so as you can see, I already lost the brain cells, so I'm just trying to conserve what I got left. But now it got rubber now.
I got rubber.
It got rubber. I made those myself.
I got rubber.
No, they're not in production.
No.
I made that out of cardboard. Looks totally awesome. I guess let's go over some freaking cool schlick stuff we did. So I guess starting over here, it's right-hand drive, obviously. We got the Woodward steering rack. We got headers collected into V-bands for 2 1/4 exhaust all the way back. We have huge cams, 292, 282, something like that. And Vanos delete. So as you can see here, the Vanos solenoids are deleted. All these little things are deleted. Inside is deleted. I have our SLG EGR recirculation block off plate there. Looks awesome. We have no thermostat installed because we're gonna be running electric water pump. That means this water pump also has the rotor removed. I don't want anything to do with that. Just want to fully controlled by
Chills.
the water
It's just a
pump.
belt tensioner basically
Yeah.
at this point.
Then on this side over here, you can see we have the power steering bracket. So this is an S54 oil filter housing, which has the out for the oil. So this is has an oiled diverter valve in it, which we offer. So a nice little thing that removes the thermostat from the system, so it puts all the oil through the oil cooler. Without that little piece we make, it puts like only a portion of it through the oil cooler. So we have that inside this thing, and then the power steering pump bracket offsets it properly for this power steering pump from the non-M engines, the M54 and the E36 ones, all that stuff. So the LF30 pump. Then also we have this heater core block off plate. So I'm gonna take this MPT plug out and run it to my whatever radiator tank thing.
It's too late to speak on camera right now.
I'll do my best, guys.
You're killing it.
And yeah, so basically M54 haphazardly put together, SLG parts, not the right car. Let's see if it works.